And I do have a goal. If we take a look down at the contracts. Oh, I thought I picked up a bunch of contracts. Okay, I got a contract to test the swivel. Let's get in here and take a look. Oops, I just clicked on the space plane hangar. I did. This is the one I'm looking at. I want to do this explore the moon one. So fly by the moon, gather scientific data, and then return. So what I'm thinking about is just doing this in the cheapest way possible, which is difficult for me, is to do a free return trajectory from the moon. And I think I'll do it uncrewed. To be honest, I think it's a little, well, it's not like it's hard to do it with a Kerbal bunk. I feel like doing it uncrewed. So I'm going to grab that one. Now, I think I'm going to, because, yeah, I got to upgrade the tracking. I've upgraded mission control. But the tracking station is still tier 1, and I don't want to do the free return without... Oh, I got tons of money! Oh my gosh, I thought this was going to be a whole, let's raise some money to upgrade the tracking station. The tracking station is already... Okay, there we go. I thought that was going to be the tougher part of this. I didn't mean to do that. I want to see if I got some more contracts. What else do we got? We got... Testing. Yeah, let's do some of these focus survey ones. So below that, I'm just looking for it saying below. Because that you can do with a jet. If it's above 18 kilometers, that you need a rocket, and it's a pain. I don't like it. I don't like things that are pains. But I got a lot of these do crew reports below. Okay, I'm going to grab that one. And I'm going to grab that one. And I'm going to grab that one. And, uh-oh. Nope, these are both above. And I'm going to grab this one. And hopefully none of them are very far away. And we'll get out our jet and we'll do some jetting. I also have, I think it's left over, test the swivel liquid fuel engine in a flight over Kerbin. Let's just get that one done. I have to be at an altitude between 26 and 30 kilometers. And, oh, very, very narrow speed range. And I have to test it. So, let's see. What do we got? This is my rocket that went into orbit last time. Would it be appropriate to do this? Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. That's the one there. It can, oh yeah, I can get to this. Yeah, I'm going to do it with this. We'll keep Jeb. Actually, I think, yeah, why don't we put Val in orbit, and then Val can get to level 1, 2. There we go. Spread the love. So this isn't going to be too exciting, because this is the exact rocket we ended. Oh no, I did ended on the plane last episode. And I'm going to pay attention to the contracts this time. So close. That's the one I'm interested. That's all I want to do. We'll go into orbit as a bonus. But this made it into orbit last episode, so it should be able to do it. Okay, throttle up and go. And for the first part here, it really just wants to go straight up. It doesn't have... Oh, now I'm pushing to the east as hard as I can, but it really... There's no control surfaces. It's just the reaction wheels up there in the command capsule. But then once we lose the booster, I should have quite a lot of control. And over. All right. And I got to get to what now? 26 kilometers and hit a speed of 800. Let's just do this. Whoa, whoa, that wasn't smart. I took off the SAS. I thought it'd be a little stable, but it's not. Okay, I got... No, keep throttling up. .26, I need more speed. Oh, I gotta get ready to test this too. There, test, 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 test. I did it! Okay, let's get this under some control here and think if we can make an orbit. Oh, cut. Okay, hopefully Val will still get an orbit out of this. I was paying way more attention to the contract than anything. So our apoapsis is now over 80 kilometers, so that's why I cut off the throttle. I think well, we'll see. This thing made it into orbit last time with room to spare. So, oh, I think we got this. You know what's nice now is I've upgraded mission control, so now I have time to apoapsis down here. So I kind of like doing this all from map view. I just usually wait till we get in around 30 seconds to apoapsis. I put it down to the horizon, and I just start burning. And then I just adjust the throttle to just keep apoapsis ahead of me. I want to kind of ride. I don't want to get ahead of the apoapsis is really the plan. And I can pitch down a little bit. And just keep going, obviously, until my periapsis also... Well, gotta throttle more. Pitch up a bit because I'm getting a little close to... There we are. 10 seconds to apoapsis, and I'm just sort of keeping it right around there. And that way the apoapsis doesn't grow that much. And reduce throttle a bit now, because we're getting close. And this is really easy once you have the lock to prograde feature for your pilots. Let's get a little closer. I got lots of fuel. Worst thing is to make orbit and then just run out of fuel, and then, you know, and then Val's stuck. Down. There we go. Val's made an orbit. Hooray for Val. Is there anything? Oh, wait a second. I think Val... Yes! We've upgraded... Last time we upgraded the astronaut complex, so Valentina can do EVA reports. So we got all kinds of science we can collect here. I'm going to put it this way. So that was an EVA report over the water. Well, I'm assuming I've done things like log the pressure. Yeah, that's been done. And there's a thermometer here. I'm sure that's been done. Yep. Crew reports. That's been done. And all of those are not biome specific, so that is that. But... I can see him coming up to some shores here. Nope, that's water. Water. Shores, see? Over Kerbin's shores. I wish there was some way that you can sort of do that. Like, know that you're over the shores. I know with Kerbal Engineer, you can get a little display up here telling you you're over the shores, and there's various science mods that can do that kind of stuff for you too. I'm trying to make this a mod-free experience. I'm also trying to make it that I'm not going to be mod-free without complaining about the stock game. I'm not doing a very good job with that. EVA report. Over the water. Shores. Pin that. Grasslands. Alright, let's store that. And let's put on our lights and let go and float around a bit. What else we got? That's water again. Oh, wait, but I can't time warp when she's... Can I? Well, I can time warp. Yeah, it's going to take... Let's get back in. So I don't want to time warp quickly while she's hanging on, because I can put some lights on too for what they're worth. Okay, so I've done grasslands. There should be easy to get mountains and highlands, and there's desert. There's the Great Desert too that should be easy to get. EVA highlands. Good job, Val. Store that. Oh, it's too bad it's all dark too. EVA report. Highlands again. Grasslands. Grasslands. I did not. I should have timed this in such a way that... Should have timed this so that I could actually... This would be in sunshine. I cannot see. I'm just guessing. I know there's mountains around here somewhere. Grasslands. Highlands. 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 Oh, come on. Grasslands again. Eventually there'll be mountains. I swear there are mountains in here. There are badlands too, but I think you have to be in a bit of an inclined orbit for that one. Grasslands. Oh, yeah, overwrite the EV report. I must have grabbed it by mistake. Highlands. Well, looks like the sun's thinking of coming up. Okay, let's get aboard. There's got to be some easier ones to get than this. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Let's get some mountains. Might just get the edge. These might still be highlands. Grasslands. 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 Oh my gosh. Doesn't that look like mountains down there? Okay, no. Get aboard. Looking for mountains. Let's put it on free view. Everything looks better. Here we go. Everything looks better on the free view, I think. I'm all about the extreme biome hunting. I am a bit of a completionist. There it is! See? Mountains. Aha. There we go. That makes me feel better. And, of course, deserts are easy. Boom. It's the Great Desert. Desert. Okay, and that's going to finish off our biome hunting for today. How much Delta V do we got left? We still got a lot. Let's try and see if we can plunk her down by the KSC this way. This way. Well. Why not? That feels good. He says with great confidence. Close these doors. Again, we'll orient ourselves perpendicular to our path so that our booster gets booted out to the side. Like that. And our parachute is armed. And that should be that. This thing couldn't go polar, and I'm too lazy to build a different rocket. The only reason I launched this thing is because I wanted to just test the swivel and do that testing the swivel contract. Oh, we got some milestones. What's our milestones here? We have performed a spacewalk. That's right. Yeah, I had that test the swivel engine contract. That's all I cared about. And the rest of this is all gravy and bonus. And rather than building another rocket, I just used the rocket from last episode. Yeah, the flag logo. I'll show that. Thanks, Matthew. I'll show that flag logo when I'm in the VAB or the spaceplane hangar. That's my geeky math flag, which I made in paint because it's nothing but circles and squares, so it's easy to build. Alright, and we will jettison this and pollute our oceans. And actually, I do think, because I updated the astronaut complex, I do believe I can do a surface sample. Right? No, I cannot. What do you think I could do a surface sample? Oh, it must be research and development to do a surface sample. Okay. Alright, recover the vessel. But that should be a pretty good little bounty there. I should have scooped up a reasonable amount of science. 49.7 science, 125 science for, you know, I guess it was a little bit of a pain. Alright, and Valentine is level 1. That's the other reason I did that. So let's go into research and development. These are 45. That's a 90, so I can get 2 45s. What's this one? Flight control, small reaction wheels. That will make my life easier, won't it? If I'm going to do an uncrewed, yes it will. That goes without question, because I think the only pro body I have is the Sputnik, and it doesn't have reaction wheels. Oh, and a Terrier engine too. That might have just made my decision for me. Oh, there, look at flags. Oh, that's such a trivial reason to spend my science, though, for that. I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Terrier engines. What my smart brain tells me to do, but my emotional brain tells me to get a flag. So there it is. Emotion wins out. Here, let's go to sunrise. And we'll pop here into the space plane hangar because I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the jet mission and do those, like, all of these orbital survey McJobs. We'll do those. And then we'll do the Explore the Moon one after that. There's my flag. So this flag, many people probably know about the golden ratio. This is very similar, our golden spiral. This is the Fibonacci spiral. And it's simply made of, this is a square, and then this is an identical square beside it, and then this is a square that is twice the width, obviously, as this square, and this square is a square of 3, and if I were to draw another square down here, it would be a square of 5, because this is 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 5, and then the next square would be 8, and then the next square would be 13, and people might recognize those as Fibonacci numbers. If you don't know what Fibonacci numbers are, you can Google them. They are awesome. But the reason why it looks so much like what's often called the golden spiral is because the ratio of successive terms in the Fibonacci sequence, so for instance, this here is term 3, and this one's a 2, so a ratio, I just mean to divide 3 by 2, and then go 5 divided by 3, and then go 8 divided by 5. If you keep doing those and working out those decimals, they get closer and closer to the actual golden ratio. So the Fibonacci spiral approaches the golden spiral with an infinite number of squares. I think that's really kind of cool. And it is way easier to draw too. And you can color it pretty colors. Okay, my plane. Okay, there is the only thing I think this plane really is missing is an antenna. I remember I did not put an antenna on it. So we're going to take this antenna here. Where are we going to stick it? Come on. There. I don't like it there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll finally put it there. There, it's there. You know what? We'll put a couple of batteries on it too. I'm not sure if they need it or not, but it's not going to hurt to put a couple of batteries on it. All right. There we go. That was easy. I don't think I've unlocked any new sciences. No. I'm going to leave everything else exactly the way it is. I'm not going to do anything. So, yeah, let's launch this. And this flew very well last episode, so I don't really think I need to get too hung up on it. So we're going to do these, not this one, but these ones, to do crew reports. So they are all crew reports. So I'm going to take the crew report menu and pin it over to here. Why don't we do a materials bay? Why not? For 1.6 science. And there's probably no point in doing anything else if I'm... Let's pin the rest of the sciences over here. Just see if it's worth our time. Okay, let's see. What is our closest waypoint? So if we scroll in here, there's our 4 waypoints. They're all close together, so this one's clearly our most near one. So we will activate this navigation. And all we got to do is get below it and do a crew report. So these should be easy peasy. So throttle up, put the view on chase, and punch that. Should turn this off. There we go. Didn't like that my fuel bars were so low, but that was only because I don't have any fuel in there, and I don't intend it to be used for fuel. Off we go. We're going this way. And I suspect log temperature. No. Pressure. Or that was pressure. Temperature. Oh, we'll see. See what we do. And the waypoint you can see is here on the nav ball. If you mean by the correctness, Dan, of the Fibonacci function, if you're asking, can I prove that the ratio of successive Fibonacci terms... Oh, wait, crew report. Too much math, and now... Where's the crew report? Oh, come on. Why am I missing it under my... Why am I missing the crew report? There it is. Did I get it? I got it. Okay. Let's do the next one. Activate that one. If you're asking if I can prove if the ratio of Fibonacci terms do approach the golden ratio, the answer to that question is I have in the past. I'm trying to remember how to do it. I can't do it in verbally. It is a little bit involved. It has a lot of funky notation in it. Ah. Alright. Now when I did a crew report here, was there... Oh, there is a crew report over the water I can grab, so I'll grab that. Pressure, yeah, we'll grab this. There we go. I think the barometer is done. How about mystery goo? Yeah, sure, why not? In fact, why not? There. So I've done all the that's fine. I've grabbed some little bits of science. I was thinking maybe go land in a different biome, but you know what? I've got... This will take long enough just doing this. I don't want to do any more. Okay, let's pitch down. By the way, when I'm pitching down like that, like here, I'll put it back up just to show, because this thing's a little nose heavy, all I got to do is hold the F button, which toggles off the SAS, and then it's the easiest way I find to just fine-tune that pitch. Come on, we must be pretty close. Oh, here, let's... Why am I not time warping? There we go. Crew report now that I know where it is. Okay. Next. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, does it? This one. Activate that navigation. I find these ones just really rather easy money. Just scooping these all up. I mean, this doesn't cost anything other than because once you recover it, you get the whole, whoops, crew report, you get the whole cost of your vessel back minus whatever you spent on fuel. So as far as economy goes, this is pretty good. One more. We won't bore everybody with too many of these, and then we'll get into that free return thing. That's what I want to do. one more. There we are. Crew report. And this one will keep because we're done. So that's all of those contracts now complete. Awesome. Just delete. You know what? Don't show me this message anymore when I want to delete these. I'm deleting them for a reason. Okay, let's turn around. I love turning around this way. This is my favorite way to turn around. Oh, wait a minute. We're not going the right way. Let's go this way. Time warp to get this over with quickly. And as per normal, when I come in, I'm going to do a quick save. Oh, and I should slow down too. We're coming in at almost Mach 1. Because I still don't trust my landings. Okay, we are going way too fast, so gonna kind of flare a little bit here. There we go. Let's slow this down nice and quickly. Lining up with the runway. We're right now on the 270, so that looks pretty good. Be careful, I'm going pretty slow. I don't want to end up stalling and just falling, but I think we're good. It's a pretty small, tiny plane. Oh yeah, got this. Just itsy blink. There we go. And braking. Yep. Sometimes I find I gotta feather the brake, but not with this plane. This plane I can just put the brakes on full on and it seems great. Okay. Into a halt. Alright, Jebediah, good job. Recover. Alright, not much in the science department, but a bit of cash. And probably my next target should be to do something like upgrading the launch pad and the vehicle assembly building. Can't quite, it's close on the vehicle. But you know what? I kind of want to do this under the whole limitations of the tier 1. Just as a, an extra challenge. I might bail and we'll see what we end up with. So we're going to start here with the Staputnik probe core. I am almost positive I have nothing in terms of fairings. No, I don't. But I do have this. And that's what I like to do when I don't have fairings, is just plunk the Staputnik inside one of these. I also have reaction wheels now. Yep, I do, which is good. That will make my life much better. Why is that being really funky weird? Oh, I put it on the... Okay. There we go. Let's put that there. I think the reacts there, that's better. And then we'll take another one of these, put it on top, and then underneath on top of all that, you put a nose cone and everything looks like great. Oh, except for the fact this has got to come back. Yes, this has got to come back. So we're going to put another payload bay on top of that. And inside that, we're going to put in the experimental storage unit. And here we are going to do a little bit of clipping because I don't want to put another bay on there. And we're going to just slide that down. So that's a nice little package, I think, for our return. To be honest, I don't even need to return to Stayputnik. No, I don't. So what I could do... Here. I'm going to use the reroute tool. We're going to make the storage thing our... Oh, shoot. We're going to make the reroute tool. We're going to make this payload bay the route. We're going to take this off. We're going to stick a heat shield underneath there. And we're going to put some parachutes. Oh yeah, flags. I got flags now. This is going to be crazy overkill with the parachutes, but... What do I have for structural parts? Maybe I got something that might... If I take that off... That's huge. The game is so chintzy when it comes to small parts. Okay. In the early stages. Okay, we'll use these. Okay, there, and two of them, and that's crazy overkill, but whatever. Now we'll put this... No, we needed a decoupler. And then we'll put this. And that way we're maximizing the amount of junk we leave up in space. That's my goal. That should be good. Okay, and this thing is going to be doing a flyby of the moon. I probably will not get into low space about the moon, but I definitely will get into high space as well as high space over Kerbin. And oh wait, okay, let's think of science. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm making a lot of noise and not really thinking. What I think I'm going to do is put 3 of these because I don't believe I have low space under Kerbin yet with the materials bay, and then I'm going to put on 3 of these. Again, 1 for low space above Kerbin, 1 for high space above Kerbin, and 1 for high space above the moon. And then we're going to put on a thermometer. Don't need 3 of those. Sure, we'll just stick it there. And a barometer. That'll be a bunch of transmitting. And then a single communitron should really do the trick for transmission. Like so. I'm just going to angle it up just a little bit. See. And that's so when the doors close, it's tucked inside nice. There we go. Yep. And so that's that. Oh, come on. There. That's what I want to do. And for electricity, we don't have solar panels. So we're going to need a bunch of batteries. We can take advantage of hibernation mode. So that, I don't like that. Why is this open? Did I open that? Close. I must have opened that. Just trying to make this look here. And then I want to make it look okay. 6 batteries should definitely be enough though. Oh, and only here. 3-way symmetry and 6 batteries. That's what I want. And then we'll tuck this in. There we go. 6 batteries. Let's put the thermometer just put these two beside each other. There we go. And then we'll put the antenna back. And now I gotta still turn it a little bit. Okay, I'm good with that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now what I need to do is get this package to the moon. Oh my gosh. There. We'll name this Munar 1. And what do we got for engines? I think I'm pretty heavy, yeah. All right. Now I'm regretting not putting that Terrier on, but then again I got decals, which I'll get to later. Swivel. Swivel is one of my favorite engines. Put this on vacuum, and that's a ton of thrust still, so I can make this a lot bigger than that. Gotta be. Oh wait, parts. Oh yes. Do I have to upgrade the VAB for parts? I think. Here, let's save this. Shoot, I'm gonna run into part count. If I want to do my science-y, yes. So I only have 30 parts. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to get less ambitious. Less ambitious. How many am I over by? A lot. Okay, less ambitious for everything. Oh, it's depressing. Okay. Two goos. All of these batteries are coming off. What's that got me down to for parts? I'm at 28 parts. One goo. Now let's lose the barometer, lose the thermometer. And I don't need all those parachutes. I can get away with one of them for sure. It'll come down kind of lopsided, but I think that's okay. So how many parts am I down to now? Okay. That's better. That is crazy quantity. Oh wait, no, I need 860 for the transfer out to the moon and about 3,600 to get to orbit. So I need a total of, what do we got here? 4,460 meters per second of delta V. And what I think I shall do, let's carry way less than this, but just to bring the part count down. And that. That is... Okay, let's not do it that way then. That's a silly way. Why not use radial decouplers? This is going to be a goofy looking thing. Getting close to the delta V. I'm just maximizing the number of SRBs because they're just one part instead of all of these tanks. Now I'm over again. Oh yeah, that's... These go here. These go here. Boom. Okay, there's no way that delta V is right. Why is it not counting this? Oh, because it's separating. I got these are the wrong way around. There we go. So plenty of delta V. I need to bring down the part count to... Oh no, I don't. Part count. Oh no, now it's the mass. But mass... Oh, I'm way over in mass. What was I... Yoich. Okay, so what we're going to do, that's an easy fix. We are going to upgrade the launch pad. Right, because that brings up the mass. It does. So 50K, that's an easy purchase. Now it's just part count. I can always lose part counts by shedding science, so it's becoming less and less. I know how I can shed some parts here by not making this as silly as it is. Make the Steputnik back to being the root tool. This is coming off. This is going on the bottom of here. Oh, I need a decoupler. Where are all these decouplers? There's that decoupler. Oh, I got a decoupler that's just on the nose cone. That's a pretty silly thing. Okay, okay, and we're finally gonna lose. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do one mystery goo in orbit about the moon, and that's going to be about the end of that. This is a silly thing, actually. Now that we got so much, we're going to change the design just a little bit here. There. Okay, so no, we go those two first. It's backwards. These two first. There. And these stage. These don't need to be here. And then this. I am way down delta V again. Why? Oh, because I got these in the wrong spot. These go here. These go there. There we go. That makes sense. What's my part count at now? Oh, I've really dramatically reduced part count. Oh my gosh. And I'm way over in delta V. Okay, now I can start to think about back to what I had. What I think I shall do is put that materials bay back. Does anyone know? I was just looking over because I just noticed that I'd taken out the parachutes, and then I looked over the chat. I wonder how many people are mentioning in the chat that I haven't taken, and then I just saw parachutes, parachutes. Yes, parachutes. They're going back. But thank you. Okay. Well over on the Delta V. Not well over, but a little over. And I find if I take these and just slide them down a little bit, then the force of the decoupler pushes more up than on the above the center of mass of the booster, and they tend to peel away a little nicer. There. 45-25 is a little tight on the Delta V department. I am over in parts again. One parachute. Exactly on parts. And my budget off the top of my head is 4,460, and we're at 4,596, so a little over set 136 meters per second extra in the bank. So I'm hoping that'll be okay. I'm starting to think I'm coming to something here. Coming to something. So it's going to do a mystery goo and that, and then just bring all this back. You know, one thing I don't know is how this will behave. I'm in the atmosphere when this is returning to Kerbin, this top piece. Hopefully, one thing I can do is if you open that up, that's quite a lot of drag, and that should keep it oriented in a retrograde fashion. I guess there's only one way. I mean, I could test it, but that wouldn't... What fun is testing? That just wastes everybody's time. Okay, playing with colors. Sure, there we go. Stickers. Where were they? There they are, decals. So they actually do have some mass. They have a mass of 1 kilogram, so they're not completely... Oh, they're tiny. Oh, you can make them bigger. Now, if I take this and rotate it, will it... See, no, but then it doesn't match the... Like, that looks stupid. So you're pretty much forced to put it something like that. Looks alright. And then if... What is... Transparent background? I'm not noticing anything different, but then again, that could be just because of my flag choice. How will it look here? There we go. That's where it's going, right there. And don't like the way it's just sort of there. And will these open? Does that look stupid? It does. Okay, then this is being moved. It's now being moved to here. We'll put 2 of them, 1 on each side. Actually, what we'll do too is we will that way. Sure. There we go. Oh, of course, those 2 extra parts. Oh no. Well, we can pretend they look good. All that time to get the flags and there are 2 extra parts. Okay. Oh, that stinks. Okay, we gotta adjust thrust to weight ratios. These are really too high. I like to get these in around 1.3. That's too low. .33. Oh, there we go. How about 75.5? There you go. Okay, and then this one, I like to look at the vacuum for the further stages. 225 feels a little high. 190 seems pretty good. And then finally, this guy for our upper stage. That is way high. A little more. Sure, why not? Okay, we'll go with that. And how's the rest of this set? So that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. These 2 go first. Then this detaches. And this one fires. And then that detaches. And this one fires. That makes sense. And then yeah, that makes sense too. Okay, and again, final budget check, a little over 100 meters per second extra. I don't know, I'm kind of ready to go for it, see what happens. I'm going to give myself permission to revert if this goes horribly, horribly wrong. But hopefully it will not. Okay, so, oh yeah, there's no SAS because all I got is the stupid, Sputnik probe. Okay. Well, let's punch it. Let's see what happens. So, launching. Oh, it wants to fall over already. Don't fall that way. I want to get some speed first. You're going to fall over too quickly. Now back. Back, 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 back. And I do want to keep my heading as close to 90 degrees as I can because we do want to kind of intersect with the moon. Right now I'm got my yaw pinned, or my pitch pinned, trying to push it to the north. Oh boy, this is not going to be the most efficient of ascents. You can see that right now. Okay, next stage. Going up very steeply, but I don't, well, I really don't have a lot of control, to be quite honest. And of course, this stage is going to go until it's done, so see what my apoapsis is. 70 kilometers. I think I'm going to go up pretty high. Keep pitching over. 80. Shoot. Over, 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 over. Okay. Kill the throttle. I just want to lose that stage. Actually, I probably should have hung on to that stage because its mass would have helped me through the atmosphere. But our apoapsis is up to 114 kilometers. That's not super. Okay. Okay, so space. Oh, I forgot what life is like without SAS. Why did I do this? Why didn't I put a Kerbal in here? Why? Okay, let's time warp a little bit. Oh, yeah, I got the trick. Oh, okay. I'm used to playing with a mod called Persistent Rotation, which, when you time warp, the rotation is still going. But, of course, in the stock game, when you time warp, the attitude of your rocket freezes, which you can use almost like a cheat, really, to deal with this sort of situation. Okay, I'm going to start throttling up right now. Because I got to raise my periapsis a lot. I need to add a lot of velocity here. Come on. And I'm just watching the time to apoapsis again. I want to keep it ahead of me. I'm at full throttle, so when it starts getting too close to being 0 seconds to, I pitch up. But of course, without the SAS, this thing doesn't exactly stay where I point it. Okay, we're close, we're close, we're close, we're close, we're close. There, done. Okay, so 807 meters per second left. I am not full of confidence. I am not full of confidence, mostly because that ascent was so bad. But, well, yeah, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Shoot. And you know what? If I'm not. Oh, that's obviously too much. If I can just even get to the moon, forget the free return bit of it. But, well, I got, how much do I have? 807, so let's push in 807, because that's all I got. Yeah, see, that's not going to do it. Not going to do it. What time we at? Oh, we're 112 minutes into the stream. I can't, I gotta add one more. Let's add, okay, we're going back to the Space Center. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. I meant to revert flight to launch. That was just dumb. And it probably won't let me revert flight to launch now, will it? Right, because now it won't. Now I can't revert to flight. Shoot. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're leaving that up there, and I'll collect it some other time. Oh, let's go back to here. Oh my gosh. A little bit. I wasn't anticipating how crappy my ascent would be. I should have anticipated how crappy my ascent would be. What I'm going to do is we're going to put one more. There. 3881. Oh wait, I'm on. I know I'm over. I'll take parts off. That gives me an extra couple of hundred. That gives me more. Yeah, that gives me a lot more delta V, and I need to remove one part to make up for that. So we're gonna just simply. I should have done this in the first place. Why not just take out a battery? I got 3 of them. I think I'm probably overdoing the batteries anyway. Can I sneak in here? And then we'll just... Oh, I can actually sneak in here again. There. Come on, battery. I'm getting too fiddly. Just stick it in there. Good enough. Okay. close that. We are now back to 30 parts. Functionally still pretty much the same rocket. Save that. I've given myself a couple more meters per second of delta V. Let's try... Oh, shoot! I should have checked. Ah! My thrust to weights, I'm sure, are all wrong. Just really quickly. Because I did add more mass. Yeah, a little more on this end. I'm probably getting entirely too picky, but that's just the way I am. 38, 78, okay, that's good. And then this one, on a vacuum 1.75, we need it higher. That should be good. And then this one, 1.73, it also, that one needs to be very much higher because that's the one that took the extra tank. Okay. Save. And launch. This one's the one. This one's gonna do it. This one's gonna be the one. So, throttle up. I'm gonna put this right on here right now. Come on. There we go. And do it. Boom. So more delta V than last time, but pretty much the same rocket. Now it's drifting a little to the north rather than to the south. But actually, I think a little bit, well, could be banging over further, but there we go. Next stage. And I'm actually I pretty close to 90 degrees, so it's pretty close to going due east. I'm just not going to fight it as much this time. I'm going to let it do what it wants to do. Well, unless that means turning around going, pointing down. I don't want it to do that, obviously. Oh, once again, I'm going to run into that same problem. So, no, I'm pitching over because I'm going to run into the apoapsis getting too high again. That I don't want. All right. Apoapsis of 106 kilometers. Whoops, come back. I'm going to leave the booster on until we're really high in the atmosphere, just for the extra mass, because the more mass you have with the amount of for a given cross-section, and that booster doesn't change the cross-section, the better you'll carry through the atmosphere, in theory. Unless there's a lot of drag associated with that part. Okay, I'm going to lose that now. Alright, let's pitch down. Try this again. This is the one. A little closer to apoapsis. Start throttling up again because we got a lot of got to raise our periapsis a lot. We got, again, a lot of velocity to add. Let's pitch up a bit, you dope. There we go. More throttle. Oh. Pitch up. Don't want to keep that apoapsis ahead of me. So it's 1 second out. Now it's 2 seconds, 3 seconds to apoapsis. Good. Back down again. Okay, and cut. And this time we have 925 meters per second. This should be doable. This should be very, very, very doable. Let's get rid of our embarrassing mistake there. So we're going to come out here. We're going to set the moon as a target. And we're going to set up, as I said, a free return trajectory. That is the plan. Focus here on the moon. Ooh, that burn's coming up quick. See if we can do this super fast. Super fast. And we're going to put this on to... How do we get this on? Oh, no, we got to select the manure node to see it. There's what I'm looking for. And we're going to just hop ahead in time. We want... Oh, back in time. Oh, we need more prograde. We want to come around on the retrograde side of the moon. And we can go a lot less on the prograde now. But we don't want to come in too close. So I gave myself way too much prograde, so I'm actually just... That should be good. Oh, now I do have to give some prograde. There we go. So what we can do here is we take a look. So we're coming around the retrograde side of the moon, which means the moon, you know, will be, well, it does look like we're kicking our orbit up. But if I move myself away from the moon by giving myself, ironically, more prograde, that moves my periapsis away from the moon. My closest approach to the moon is further away, which means that the moon's giving me less of a kick. So I just keep doing that. And what I'm looking at is my periapsis with Kerbin. All I got to do is keep moving that until that periapsis is in the atmosphere. Which you can see is... Oh, I think I just actually entered in, didn't I? Oh, no, I'm missing the moon entirely. Let's come back. There we go. So we have to... the other way. Just the timing, just... Well, it's bringing my periapsis down little by little, but not by much, is it? So a little bit more on the prograde department. Why is it not doing anything? I got the wrong thingy selected. Oh, I missed again. Shoot. How am I missing the moon? Let's try this again. Let's get this. Change the scale here. There we go. Let's get it well into... I don't have to worry about fuel, so I should stop being so stingy. Oh, I got the wrong periapsis selected in all of this. That's part of my issue. Ah! That's the one I want. 143. That's at 91. I'm not sure if you can see that, but my periapsis with Kerbin is now into the atmosphere. Just the timing a little bit. Get it down to about 30. There we go. It's like 30 kilometers into the atmosphere. So if I make this burn, we're going to come across the moon in high space. And we're going to swing our way back and For this 867 meter per second burn, we should be... Oh, we got 2 minutes to do it too, so let's get ourselves ready. And I'm going to use that time warp trick right. I'm going to put it onto the maneuver node. Vector, and time warp. That's a terrible trick, but I don't care. And I really do want to watch it from here because I want to watch my periapsis come in. Because that's really the more important part of all this. Alright. So it looks to me like I'm right on that maneuver node, so hopefully I won't have to do too much adjusting here. And... one and go. Oh. Things aren't as balanced as I thought they were. A little bit of a weight difference somewhere. Guess that's not surprising. I think there's just one goo. That alone probably is responsible for a little bit of drift here. But whatever. It's working. Okay, I'm just going to cut throttle and then just go slow. Okay, come back here, select you. Don't really need the maneuver node now. I can just see how tiny my bounce. Whoop. I can't tell what's what anymore. 48. Let's give it a little more. There we go, 32. That should do it. That should do it. So we are on our way here. Let's open up the doors. We're going to do a lot of time warping now. Now I am, because I am a little bit concerned with electricity, I am going to hit that hibernation mode. That should save power. I'm not sure if... Oops. Let's pin that up here. Oh, and the communitron. I need to extend the communitron. Oh my gosh, or else I'm going to lose... Where is that communitron? And all of my silliness, did I don't tell me that there's no... Wait, where's that aim? Aim the camera in there. I did keep the communitron on there, did I? Ah, come on, you're in here. You are in here. There it is, there it is, there it is. Extend the antenna. There we go. Now we got our signal. Okay. So, warp up to there. Say bye-bye to Kerbin. The rest of this should be easy. Hibernation mode almost feels kind of like a cheat, but I don't know. If they're only going to give me 30 parts, I can only put on a couple batteries, right? Okay, we're here. How far are we from 17 minutes? So let's get into the moon's SOI. There it is. So that means I should be able to take this off of hibernation mode. I should be able to conduct materials-based study and a mystery goo. Those are the only sciences I have on board. But both of them give you more science for coming back, so that's why I picked them. Alright, let's go back into hibernation mode because we don't need to do anything. Where's the moon? There's the moon. So we're going to swing around the back side of the moon here. Oh, I think that is that. Periapsis is 32 kilometers. Alright, let's warp back to Kerbin. Whoop. Get in nice and close. That was a very brief visit with the moon. Let's turn hibernation mode off. Lose that. And that also armed the parachute. And if I close this door, and I'm just thinking, retract that antenna. It isn't vital, but retract before it breaks off. I saved it. I saved it. So, oh dear, I just lost my heat shield. And I lost my... Okay, that didn't go 100%, did it? Oh, and I lost my nose cone. Oh dear. I should have put it on the retrograde. I think if I put it on the retrograde vector when I got into the atmosphere, I bet you that wouldn't have happened. I still have the parachute. And I think there is a mystery goo still in there. I definitely lost the materials bay. But I got me a feeling this piece of it's going to survive. Here, let's get this over with. Look at those heat gauges. Okay. So it didn't... Not without incident. I bet you I could revert and do it again and orient it the right way when I entered in the atmosphere, and I still think this thing would have worked, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, we are, and I think there's still a goo in here that survived. There it is. See, I got my one goo. There's my parachute. The contract should be good. Because it is, gather scientific data from the moon, which we've done. So we still have the goo. And then return to Kerbin, which we are in the process of doing. So I would think, despite a couple of hiccups there, I think this is going to qualify. Didn't quite bring back everything I wanted to. Yes, R.I.P. science. But not all the science. There's a little bit of science. What's in there? I got 20 science out of the deal. Oh, and this is drifting downwards so slowly. Now it's about this contract. Oh. Need to have smaller parachutes just for this. I'm a little bummed about the materials bay, but oh well, we'll be back. We'll be back, Moon. And touch, and there we go. And yeah. And gather. I think I still have to recover because I haven't transmitted anything. But I think once I recover, that should be that contract. So 32 science because we got some science somewhere else. Oh, for just 12 for recovering from the moon. Got some parts. And okay, we got some milestones. You have broken speed records. Fly by the moon. Yeah. And the first scientific data from the moon. Talk about close encounters. Any closer and there'd be paperwork. Okay, I think that's all of our yes, there it is. Explore the Moon contract is complete. So money for me. 123.6 science, 712,000 funds. So that will give us a nice start on our next part of this campaign. But I think that's going to have to be for next week. So thank you, everybody. I hope people had fun. And I hope my sound levels were better this time. But I think I am calling it night, or not night, afternoon, everybody.